Hey guys, Justina Doska here. Welcome to week 7, the final week of our class. Today we're going to be going over Gaussian elimination. Pretty tough subject, but eventually I was able to get it down. I'm doing question number 5, and these pretty good. Second one was a little hard considering outcome of it, but we're gonna go and get started. There's no actual question this week, I don't think. If there was one, comment down please, and I will gladly answer. But since then, I'm on the floor because my best friend / roommate is watching a movie in the living room, and it's quite loud. So if you hear anything, that is probably the reason why. But let's get started. We're gonna be doing A and B. We're gonna start off with A, and I'm gonna read it to you and then kind of go through it. So A is going to be an equation with the brackets 2x minus 3 minus 3y equals 8. And then the second equation down below is an 8x plus 5y equals negative 2. So this is what we're starting with. Then we're going to move all the coefficients to another bracket by ourselves. And this little thing is going to be called the matrix. So we're going to have 2, negative 3, 8, and row 1. That's what the R1 stands for. 8, 5, and negative 2 for row 2. I do have some notes here as well that I'm kind of referencing, and the questions too as well. Our end goal is going to complete the matrix. We're going to be looking for this right here, this little thing right here. So we want 1, 0, 0, 1 for this question, and that's how we're going to know. And after we can achieve that, then we'll get our x and our y's. So to start, times 1 my host. To start, we're going to start off with this. R1 is going to stay the same, so row 1 is going to stay the same. Okay, what can we do to get 8 to a 0? Because we want to look for this number right here. So we're starting there. So what can we do to get 8 to a 0? We're going to do R2 minus R1 times 4. So this is what we did. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 times 2 is going to be 0. Because that's what we're doing. So we're adding in that 4. That's what's going to get us. Then we're going to do 8 minus 4. Then we're going to do, 5 minus 4 minus 3 parentheses is going to equal, so we're going to do the parentheses first, 4 times negative 3, which is going to get us 12. So negative 4 times negative 3 is going to get us 12. We're going to have the 5, so then we're going to add 5 plus 12, which is going to give us 17. So we got our two numbers. We got 0 and 17. So 0, 17 right here. And then our last one, which is going to give us 34 right here. So then after we got those, as you can see, this is what we did right here. R2 minus R1 times 4. That's how we got our numbers. And then after that, we're going to go to the next one. Since we got our 0, we're going to check it off. All right, so now we're going to try, how can we get this bottom number 17 a 1? Well, 17 divided by 1 is 1 divided by 17 is gonna give us 1. So what we do to one side, we're gonna do to the rest. So 1 over 17 is gonna give us 1. So we got that. The 0 is gonna stay the same because we already have it. And then we're gonna do negative 34 divided by 17, which is gonna give us 2. So we got that row again. We got our 0 and got our 1 just right here, and we have minus 2. So that's gonna be our y. All right, and then we're gonna go over to the next one. All right, so the R2 is good. So now row 2 is gonna stay because we have it all figured out. The 0, the 1, the 2, negative 2. Now what can we do to make this R1 right here, this 2, a 1? So what we're gonna do is gonna be R1 plus R2 multiplied by 3. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do 2 plus 3 parentheses 0, which is gonna give us 2. And then we are going to do negative 3 plus 3 times 1 is going to give us 0, which we're looking for right here. And then we are going to do 8 plus 3 multiply negative 2, which is equals to 8 minus 6, which equals to 2. So now we got our, we're getting to our number chart. We have 0, we have 1, and we have 0. After we got that, we're going to move on to the next one. R2 is going to stay the same again, just because we already have all of our numbers. We have all of our coefficients that are looking like our matrix here. So we have 0, we have 1, we have 0. Now what can we get this last 2 right here to equal to this 1? We're going to divide it by 1/2. So 1/2, we're going to multiply it by 1/2. 1/2 times 2 is going to give us our 1, so we got us our 1. And then 0 is going to stay the same because that's what we need. And then our last number over here, 1/2 times 2 is going to give us our 1. So then we have our matrix. We have 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. And then whatever we're left with here next is going to be our x and our y. So x is going to equal to 1, y is going to equal to -2. So that's my work for that one. Alrighty, and now we're going to go on to question B, which is going to be 2x, this is what I'm reading up, 2x plus y equals 2. And then we're going to have -4x minus -2y equals 5. Okay, so we're going to start off with this. What can we do to row 1? Again, we're looking for this matrix 1, 0, 0, 1 for the same question. What can we do to row 1 to get us to 1? So what we have 2. What can we get us to 1? We can divide that by 2. But what we do for one side, we're going to do for another. So we're going to get 2 divided by 2 is going to be our 1. And then we're going to go 1 divided by 2 is going to give us our 1. It's going to give us 1 over 2. So then we'll put, that's how we got that 1 over 2, right? Oh, I'm so sorry. We're going to do, start all over. So sorry. 2 divided by 2, because we have 2. We want to get 1. So we're going to go divide that by 2. Going to give us 1 right here. 1 divided by 2 is going to give us 1 over 2 right there. And then 2 divided by 2. So 2 divided by our 2 is going to give us 1. So now we're going to get with 1 negative, 1 over 2, -1. So we got that. We got our 1. We're starting off strong. We have a 1. Then we're going to go to the next one. The first row is going to stay because we did that part already. So then we are going to go, what can we do to make this 0, what can we do to make this -4 a 0? So what we can do is we're going to do R1 times the opposite of the bottom. R1 times the opposite of the bottom. So 4. So R1 times 4 plus the bottom row again. A little confusing, but this is how I do it. So it's going to be 1 times 4 because again we want opposite. This is -4, we're going to want +4. So 1 times 4, which is going to give us 4, minus 4 because again this is -4. So that's going to give us 0. So now we have our 1 and our 0. Perfect. And then we're going to go 1/2 times 4 because again row 1, so we're on times 4, the opposite, which is going to give us 2. And then we are going to do so since we already have 2 minus 2 is just going to give us 0. So then we're going to end up with 0. So because we can see that it ends with 0 there, that's going to tell us already that we don't have no solution. It's a system of inconsistent. So as soon as you get there, basically the question is over because you can see that it goes from 1, 0, 0. And we're not looking for that. That's when you know it becomes inconsistent because it doesn't match our matrix setup. So it doesn't equal the 1, 0, 0, 1. So because of that, there's no solution. And the system is inconsistent. And so again, we were able to figure that out because we 1 over 2 times 4 equals 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2, 0. And because again, it's inconsistent, no solution. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have a great, phenomenal rest of the school year. Graduate, do great things for the Lord. May the Lord bless you. May he keep you. May his face be upon you and be gracious to you. And one day, guys, we'll look back at this and realize all the tears and the hard work we put in was all worth it. And so, hope whoever watches this was meant to be what it was meant to be for. And know that Jesus loves you. You're not alone. And you'll make it. I know that because I'll make it, and because we'll both make it, and because Jesus made it on the cross, now we can both make it. Have a good one.